Today at AudioCityUSA, we're going to be covering the top 5 signs that you need to replace your new tires. I'm joined by Gio, and today's topic is one you want to pay attention to because if you don't have the right tires on your vehicle, you're going to get into a lot of trouble. So let's go. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to AudioCityUSA's YouTube channel. We put out videos like this every single week. Now, today is a very important topic because these are the 5 signs that you're going to be able to use to tell whether or not your tires need to be replaced. Now, what do we have at number 1, Gio? What's probably the most obvious thing?
So the most obvious sign that you're going to need new tires is when your tire is almost bald and the tread bar is showing.
That's number 1, low tread, and that could also be a case of exposed wires if that tread bar has been worn out itself. But maybe you guys don't know, all tires come with these little built-in indicators to tell when your tires need to be replaced. And when you ignore it, that's when things start getting dangerous. And I mean, I'm sure we've all been in a situation, I certainly have, where we have ignored it because we don't want to buy new tires. But what is the problem with that, Gio?
Well, if your car has no tread, and let's say you're driving in something like rain or some wet roads, you're gone.
It's bad.
That's it.
You're gone. You're off the road, and never mind paying for new tires, you're now paying for a whole new vehicle. So make sure you keep in mind your tread, wear bars, and if you have exposed tires and cords in any way, you need to replace your tires. Now, number 2, we have cracks in the tire sidewall and cracks in the tread itself. This is mostly due to age and heat, but it can happen on newer tires, like I said, with heat. When you start seeing those cracks and they're looking a little old, it's probably time to replace them.
Definitely.
And, I mean, you'll find this a lot when you buy used cars. I'm sure you've seen it, but oftentimes you can price that in and get yourself a better deal because you know that you're going to need to replace them. You can tell them that, but you don't want to be driving on that because those are most susceptible to air leaking out of them.
Not only that, if you're on the freeway and let's say you hit something at a high speed, your whole tire could just explode.
Oh, yeah.
And then you crash.
Oh, yeah. You've ever seen those videos online of people's tires exploding? Number 2 is probably why that was happening. So what's next?
Guys, the third reason you should get new tires is if you have a bubble or a defect, mostly in the sidewall of your tire.
And I mean, this happened to Rick just a couple weeks ago where he got a golf ball-sized bubble in his sidewall because it was huge. And it's because he hit a pothole, which caused the tire to defect. And he was fortunate enough to catch it early and replace it. But that is how you get explosions.
Definitely.
What's probably the worst thing you've seen other than Rick's the other day?
Besides that, I've bent my own rim on potholes
and
put bubbles on the inside.
The worst I've seen
tire.
in terms of defects is someone who curved their wheels so badly they shaved the sidewall off, and there's this flap of sidewall just hanging up there.
That's definitely not safe.
Yeah.
Get some new tires, guys.
Absolutely. And then number 4, another one is, this is probably a silent killer because really old tires need to be replaced. I know it sounds like common sense, but there's so many situations where they're not cracked, there's no defects, but the tires are 10, 15 years old and people haven't replaced them. Now, how often is the period we should do that?
Guys, even if the tread is good on your tires, 6 to 10 years is really the lifetime of a tire. After that, the rubber compounds start to deteriorate, your tire's not going to perform like it's intended to, and it just becomes a hazard for you. So 6 to 10 years really. Get a new tire.
Absolutely, and that you've hit the nail on the head. The compounds will break down. It'll not be the same tire. Replace it. Simple as that. What do we have for the 5th thing people need to look out for?
So this is another one you might not think of off the top of your head, guys. Different driving applications. So let's say you have your normal car, your everyday driver driving it around the street with your all-season tires. Then you decide that it's now your track car. Guys, if you're not going to switch tires, you're going to have some problems.
Oh, yeah. Especially if, let's say this is another scenario. That's a perfect one. But if you have eco tires on your vehicle because you want to do the most highway mileage, and then you decide to go to your friend's farmhouse, which is on a dirt track, eco tires will break, pop, and destroy themselves on any kind of dirt road. So if you're running those, it's not a good idea to start taking it on country trips, let's just say. So making sure you have the right tire for the right kind of driving you're doing is key.
Definitely.
And I think a lot of people just ignore that. I mean, you can most likely get away with big off-road tires on the freeway, but you're going to get the rolling resistance, you're going to get poor gas mileage, and so overall it does actually make financial sense to switch them out.
Oh, for sure.
Now, what kind of stories have you guys got on tires? Has there been any outrageous examples of exploded ones? Please let us know in the comments below. And if you've watched this video and you've decided, hey, maybe I need some new tires, feel free to give us a call on the number above or go to AudioCityUSA.com. Speak to our experts who can get the right tire for your driving style and your vehicle from people who've been in this industry for longer than we've been alive. So it's true. So give us a call there. We hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe.
I'm Gio.
I'm Andy, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.